Hi everyone. I hope you had an excellent Easter. I know that I kind of did. I was a little bit sick actually. Our friend Brooke made me a cookie. Um, so this is kind of my little update and telling you how things are going in my life right now. Um, let's see, working backwards. I was sick over the weekend, and then on top of that, I had to work as well on Easter, which kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't too bad because I worked, somebody else got to go to church, which was good. Um, but so that I got this really cool Sailor Moon shirt for Easter because we were actually in Hot Topic because my dad wanted a Captain America T-shirt. We went and saw Winter Soldier for the second time over the weekend. It was really good, and anyway, we were in Hot Topic, and I just happened to look over, and we were just looking at things, and I just happened to linger over this particular shirt, and I think what I said exactly was, "Oh, that's cute. I would wear that." And the next thing I know, Mom's trotting off with a small, and I asked her what she was doing, and she flipped around and she said, "Tomorrow's Easter. You can't have it until then." And I said, "Okay, all right, cool." So this was one of my Easter presents, was the shirt that I lingered a little bit over too long in Hot Topic. So let's see. So that I've had a lot of projects and stuff this week as far as school stuff goes. School's been really busy because it's coming down to the end of the semester and everybody's projects and papers and tests are due at the same time. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my life over the last week, is just trying to get things done. And I've got a big research project due on Friday that I'm not quite ready to present on, but I'll get there when I get there. And so anyway, so I asked if there was anything that you guys wanted me to talk about, and I fully anticipated this. Carlos asked me to talk about butts, and butts are great. I have a nice butt. Carlos has a nice butt. You all have nice butts. Congrats on your butt. But I was also asked to talk a little bit about just where my relationship with God is right now, which is a really good question because it's actually doing really well right now. By the way, if you were the anon that sent me like a question like a week ago, and it was like a really profound question that was just about God and morality and things like that, I haven't forgotten about you. I've actually been drafting an answer for like a week now, and I'm still not quite satisfied with what I'm saying. But anyway, God and I are actually doing really well, and he's been really kind of dropping good things in my lap as of late. And one of the really cool things that I kind of blogged a little bit about was I met with this woman who does child life psychology at the hospital that I work at, and she met with me and kind of talked with me because that's what I want to go into, which for those of you who don't know, it's medical psychology. So like you could be doing anything from like helping a child with like minor prep work before they go in for a procedure, or something as big as like grief counseling if they've got like a terminal illness or they know someone that does, or like you do like sibling days or carnivals or things like that. And so anyway, so I met with her, and she was able to kind of talk me through what I would need to do for my future plans as far as like getting there, like actual like practical steps of these are the classes that you need to make sure that you have in your stuff, and this is the kind of volunteer work you need to do, and I'll try to get you in for a practicum, and here's where you need to apply for an internship, and if you'll send me a list of schools, like I'll totally work through them with you and help you get a good place. And she's so nice, man. She's just been like a blessing, and I actually met her through my job, which God also dropped in my lap a little bit over a year ago. And I also am going to be a chaplain in my dorm next year, which is awesome. I'm so excited about being a chaplain here because it's kind of like a spiritual mentor position. It's an unpaid position specifically because they want people who want to do the job. Like they don't want people that are like pushed into it because they can't pay for school or other things like that. Like you need to want to do it. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to be kind of doing like the spiritual mentor type thing, and like leading Bible studies and helping all the girls around here and all those different things. And also I'm going to be in charge of like, I'm going to take it upon myself to do like outings and like like big events, and maybe try to do like a weekly hangout night type thing where I cook food and we watch movies or whatever, or I'll just like shoulder shimmy forever, or you know what I mean, just stupid stuff. And so it's gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about it because that kind of fell in my lap. I was asked to do the job. I was asked to come in for an interview. I was asked, somebody else recommended me. It wasn't really something that like I super ran after, but it was dropped in my lap. And I went and talked to her, and seriously, like, I timed it, like, 4 minutes after I walked into her office. She was already giving me the schedule for when I need to be here for next year, and she told me that I could also stay in my own dorm, which is a big deal because sometimes if you're a chaplain, you'll have to move to another dorm that doesn't have one yet. But she assured me that I could stay in mine, and me and this other girl, her name's Mish, me and Mish are going to take over Howard, and that's the dorm Howard, and we're going to kind of tag team and make sure that everybody's kind of got what they need, and I'm really excited. That's been a huge blessing, and God's just been really proving to me lately that He is abundantly faithful, and He's just really been pulling through with some big promises that He made to me a while back, particularly as it pertains to the way that I like pour my efforts and things. Just that not only does it pay off, but also that I can trust Him to do His work. That's a big thing that He's been teaching me a lot lately, and it's a really hard lesson to learn because a lot of times I think that if I don't do something, it might not get done. You know, like just this big, huge pressure on me to carry people, to do stuff, to make sure that things get what they're going and people get what they need. But God's also, told me in very specific ways that I don't have to be God. I don't have to do that. And not that I don't need to care about people, but that I need to, at certain points, let God be God and let Him do His work. And He will always be faithful to do His work. And so it's just, I'm just learning to be more sensitive to whenever He tells me, whenever He tells me to go, and then when He tells me stay, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just becoming more sensitive to when He, moves me forward or when He stops me and tells me to pull back. And, so that's kind of been like something really specific that He's been teaching me. I started today working through the book of 1st and 2nd Samuel again. I'm going to try to take those on because I started reading them just before the semester started, but I didn't get all the way through 1st Samuel. And then I started doing something else. I started doing like other passages I just dipped my whole hand in this icing. I started doing other passages when I actually got into school, and I kind of dropped off because I wanted to do like a big study on David. But it really didn't make a whole lot of sense to me to read 2nd Samuel and not read 1st. So I just figured I'll just take them both. And then I'll read the Psalms after that. And what I'd like to do is kind of the same thing that I did last summer, plus a little extra. Last summer I read through the entirety of the Psalms, and that was just my summer project. And that was something that I've never felt more sane than whenever I was like, I'm at least going to read one Psalm today. Like, seriously, if you are really looking for some good sanity, try staying in the Word. Like, it does unbelievable good things for you. I can't begin to describe it. It helps keep me sane. And so I'm going to try to maybe memorize some of the Psalms over the summer. And I figured it's good to have some context. So I'm going to read 1st and 2nd Samuel before I get there. And, so that's kind of where my spiritual life is at right now. By the by, if you ever need me to pray for you for anything, I've got an inbox, and I've got a cell phone, and I've got a Facebook, and I love you. So just let me know. So that's a little bit about where I'm at and what I've been doing, and life's been kind of difficult lately. I'm not even going to lie, but it's been good. God's been good. And because God has been good, life has been sweet, even when it's hard. It's not bitter and hard, it's sweet and hard, which is okay. So, anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., just drop me an inbox, come and friend me on Facebook, come and talk to me, Anyway, I love you guys, and in case no one has told you today, you are awesome, and you are worthy of love, and you are unbelievably grand, and you deserve every good thing, and you're worthy of being recognized, and I'm proud of you. You're doing good. You're still here. And if you ever need anything, like I said, I am here. I will always be here. I may not respond immediately. I don't always have my phone on me, but I'm here for you, and I love you. And I hope that you have an excellent evening. And, by the way, I'm really sorry. I'm so behind on National Poetry Writing Month. I've got like 19 half-written poems. So if you've asked me to write you a poem, it's started. It's not done yet. I'm sorry. I love you. Good night.